Some changes made to TheStreet's Trifecta stocks portfolio. I'm joined by fundamental analyst Chris Versace. Chris, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Rhonda.
And you basically added on a couple of stocks that you liked already.
Right. So since coming onto the portfolio for Trifecta stocks, we've been, chipping away, adding some new positions. But, Rhonda, we don't want to buy everything all at once. We'd like to look for some confirming data points. We want a little more confidence on the positions we're adding. At the same time, we want to take advantage of any pullbacks in some of the positions we might have. Improving the cost basis along the way.
So you added Disney shares, Qorvo, as well as UPS. Now,
Correct.
Disney, you are kind of putting aside that ESPN issue that Disney had, and that's what drove the stock lower, gave you an opportunity, but you're not worried about that.
No, we're not worried about that at all. I mean, when we really step back and we take a look at what Disney is, the heart of it, it is this content and merchandising machine. And we just look at this slate of movies that they have coming. A lot of people are saying, oh, Star Wars, The Force Awakens, December 18th. But that's just the beginning of what we see. We've got a lot more Marvel movies coming. We've got a lot more Pixar movies coming. And each year for the next several years, another Star Wars film. It's going to drive a lot of merchandise and a lot of margin products. We like the Disney story long term.
All right, let's take a look at a stock chart of Qorvo, because this is another name that you've liked for a while. What was kind of the impetus to add on to that position?
I've known the position for a long time, right? And the whole thing is increasing dollar content, as we go from mobile phones to smartphones, and mobile moves past smartphones to a variety of other markets, so longer term growth. But there's a lot more data coming out now that talking about the accelerated transition from old mobile phones, just text and phone calls, to smartphones. So a faster upgrade cycle coming around the world. More smartphones, more dollar content, good for Qorvo.
So UPS, is this a bet that the push that we'll see through the holiday season and online shopping is kind of going to last beyond the holiday shopping season, and it's kind of a perpetual demand?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, there's no doubt coming out of the holiday season that, Black Friday to Cyber Monday, we saw this huge push to online shopping, and we do see UPS as a prime beneficiary of that, particularly as Amazon gains share. So we'll have to evaluate, depending on where the stock price moves. We've got a 118 stock price target. If it moves pretty quickly up there, we'll obviously, take some profits and trim back later. But you are right. Longer term, we do see this as a real structural shift in the way consumers shop.
And let's take a quick look at those price targets that you've set, not just for Qorvo, but for Disney. You're at 130, UPS, you're at 118. So that's really, when those stocks hit those levels, are you trimming back some positions, or you just don't add?
I would say that it depends on what's going on.
Yeah.
We are always evaluating the fundamentals. Bob Lang is always looking at the charts. It's never a snapshot in time. It's kind of a movie that evolves over time.
A movie?
A movie? Well, kind of
like
like a movie.
it.
Yeah, kind of like with Disney, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to constantly evaluate. The price targets may go higher. We'll have to see as we approach.
All right, Chris Versace, thanks so much.
Thanks, Rhonda.
I'm Rhonda Schaffler for TheStreet.